this new episode that we're on, this is episode 50. Yes, 50. Had a look to my left, where my other computer is still on, so I would know the list this time of the episodes that I've recorded so far. This is the 50th one. But now, it's not a good time. Well, for Empress Katarina II, the Sword of the Blessed Virgin, anyhow. 38 years old. She had lived a pretty good life, but unfortunately, she is suffering badly. She recently lost a leg at a experimental laboratory that we were trying to invent something, and then, well, we took the risky route, which was supposed to be a military weapon of some sort we were trying to build, and then it exploded and it lost a leg. Yeah, I was a veteran of the Sicilian Wars, and because of my personal combat skill and the fact that I have the gout and infirm, which, mind you, I'm one-legged, but on the other leg, on the foot, has the gout. And I'm infirm because ever since she gave birth to the third child, Prijezda, the only son and heir of the empire, it was a difficult pregnancy that happened afterwards and made me infirm. And I had episodes of depression here and there. But there's still a few things I need to live for. I need to brew me another potion. I need to get rid of the press. You know, just to hold it off temporarily. Just combine the two. Lemongrass and heart. That's what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. To get rid of depression, because I want to do two things in this life. One, let's hold a grand debate. I expect many members of the Hermetic Society to appear for the grand debate. It is of utmost importance that everything is to be flawless as possible. In this spirit, the preparations are well underway. My staff has seen to the lodgings, and the chef has stocked up the larders. All that's left now is to send out the invitations. Bring me my most trusted courier. We shall meet with the great mind of this realm and the world, and I arranged some betrothals, such as a non-aggression pact with our old, close, personal friend, Sardinia and Corsica. This is from my niece. And I told this guy to demand conversion from Orthodox to Catholicism because, you know, just to be more friendlier on our relations. And not to mention, Catholic is the state religion of this empire. And arrange another patrol for my daughter, but it's not necessary for alliance, it's just, well, this guy's quick-minded, so hopefully in the future we have quick children. It's matrilineal. And this is another one from Nitra. Also matrilineal, because this guy is strong. He has a bloodline. Oh. I guess we'll spread some more through that. Having the opportunity to spend a few days with Tebaldo allowed me to show him all the wondrous books I've gathered in my library. Library, not library. Depends on how you people pronounce it. We've spent countless hours reading through the ancient texts and talking about the most intriguing subjects. And one last thing. Again, you're the king of Italy. Oh, wow. Okay, now he owes me a favor. Gained a favor out of him. And what to do with that favor is just... There are no known plots. But there's a bunch of old guys still here, some of which been here for 10 years since the Sicilian War ended. Let me see, I'm looking at your skills. Oh boy. You he could be promising. But then again, I can't recruit him, because he belongs to the Sheikdom of Syria. Matter of fact, 4 of those characters belong to the Sheikdom. Except for this person, which we can not do, and we can't even recruit him. Because, bleach. Is that correct? Rival, huh? Not the rival. Okay. What rivals do I have? None. Just 2 friends. Including this guy, who's been a good knight. A good knight. Ever since the coordination ceremony when we first met. I could create that title of Duchy for her, but I think I would rather let Italy do it. Must be his name. Yes, sir. I just drank myself another potion to get me depressed, but the noise you just heard just now was drinking water. See? They created for themselves. Just want to do 2 things. Grand debate, then go on a what? You're still reading the Orthodox scripture, just secretly Orthodox. Who's you, eh? Well, throw him in the dungeon. That's punishment, one would think. And you still fighting for that city? Oh, you're actually winning. It's because you have Lithuania backing you up, even though Lithuania's got its own problems. Alright, the guests are arriving this very moment. It is time for the grand debate to begin and spend the next few days to have each and every one display their knowledge to decide who is the best of us as. But the debate commences. There is something pompous in the speech of Zenon. When you become an expert in the origins of the Trinity in the era before the Messiah. Sighing, I close my hand around the vial in my pocket. He's a protestrador. That's Marshall. Oh boy. Huh. I sabotage chances of Zenon making a good impression during the grand debate. I could be a childish prankster and have him get a tarnished reputation. Well, Aaron, okay. It's the last ingredient that I've had. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. And Italy, lucky you. You're in the council. That means we are really going to get friendly. We are going to get along just fine. You gotta up the noble customs. You gotta have these feudal vassals like you more. Should I really do that? Extort some money? Extorting, that's ransoming, and then we can imprison them again. If they allow me. You know, he's a known apostate. He's excommunicated. Well, guess what? Look at all that money you hold. Go back in there. And we'll ransom more money out of you again. Because he's excommunicated. What a way to make quick cash. Oh. It's fun while it lasted. How many troops? Well, actually... There, now you got 3 commanders of cavalry leaders. Including myself, but I don't want to lead the front lines anymore. Many distinguished themselves during debates. None, however, performed as well as Bishop Herbert, who's been declared a winner in the grand debate. A bishop named Herbert. I don't know why, but it reminds me of something else, or somebody else named Herbert. After several days of long discussions and much debating, the grand debate is over now. There might have been a few heated arguments, but I think most listeners would agree that it was a learning experience. The final guest just left, leaving peace and quiet behind. As I sit here and reflect on my own contribution to the debate, I did learn a few things by observing other participants. We got this. Okay, don't lead on me because I'm too much of a cripple man. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Is this even enough for all of us? Should. Yeah, it should. But in all honesty, we could just raise our local forces and just send a few of them this way. I'll open another castle town. We got the money for that. And don't forget the fortifications. Matter of fact, all castle towns now. All the money we be making. Will be. Now, what about the hospital buildings? Not necessarily. Oh yeah, one last thing, the observatory. So we have a full-fledged running hospital in our capital. You want me to gather ingredients? Good. Also, raise the local forces again. That's the original. Where are you going? Set the rally point. Neophyte boy has offered us help with gathering the much needed ingredients for further studies in Mrs. World. We need to decide what kind of ingredients we need. How about the marketplace? Go to the streets of Visoki. Again, hopefully I got some time to live. The stalls around us are brimming of all different kinds of goods and people swarming around us. Bishop Avoya and I look at each other in the eyes, nodding, knowing that we will need to be thorough in our search and excellent in our hanging if we want to make some good deals here. And we'll get started. Uh-oh, what the hell's going on? Holy Roman Duke War for Duke Scream on Navarra. Navarra? That enclave over there? You know, honestly, I would give that land away because that's kind of like, you know, far-fetched. But it's for the guy's claim. Can't be assassinated. It's 50,000 strong. Oh boy. You know, I actually had plans in the future. Or after the grand debate, and I guess after this little rebellion here, which I was trying to put him in jail and extort more money out of him for fun. But now, this complicates things. Should we stand and fight against them? Because, again, my original plan, after this and the pilgrimage, I was actually planning on fighting a great conquest against them. for Burgundy. And that was my original plan, but looks like that's been thrown out of the window. So you better wrap this up quick. That would also mean the rest of the forces has to come to Bosnia. Gather everybody round. As you were. So yeah, I'm willing to stand and fight. It's the HRE. I've always wanted to kick their ass at some point. After them. And it's kind of too bad that they're not despite the fact that there's a defensive pact. Oh, that's why he declared war on me, because I am not a member of the defensive pact. He took advantage of me. Well, where are my friends? Sardinia and Corsica. We're gonna need your help. We just got some ingredients. They're well on their way down here. Let's just wrap up this little war over here while I'm trying to finish mine. Bartolo! He's been killed. He was a cavalry leader. Died in Ostragon. Killed by this man. Who, Bartolo also... Okay, they killed each other. One would think, you know... he's not much of a leader, but he was awful. But Bartolo, one would think... Yes, he charged at him. Like in jousting, just imagine. They probably charged each other. And then, boom! Both of them died. Right on the... You know... Bartolo was one of the distinguished commanders from the Sicilian Wars. And now we've lost him. Chepatics. Oh, gee. Now, Katarina II has given up the ghost at age 39. Way too young. She died of complications related to gout, known to be a respected scholar. Katarina spent most of her days studying in the library, rarely leaving her palace. She was a scholar. At least she was able to write the magnum opus near the end of her life. Now, Emperor Prijezda, merely 5 years old, the realm is left in the capable hands of Regent and Council. Long live Emperor Prijezda! Which also means that... Oh boy, as I'm shaking my head in case you can't see me, that means 11 years of Regency. And we got a big war going on against the HRE, which is not a great conquest, which, thank goodness, Prijezda doesn't inherit her mess that she created. Instead, this is a defensive war. But Sardinia and Corsica are still with us. The King of Serbia and Spymaster Mihovil the Noble will be the regent. Alright, we wrap up this war and we're going to put our full focus. You stay right there. Matter of fact, we're just going to throw you to the oubliette while we get everyone here together. Obviously, we'll split into 2 army groups. Not much progress from Ragusa. At least I don't have to bother me. Oh, the council. Vertigo is going to be the marshal. And for steward, it's getting too old, but Pex is a commander. We need to use him. Yeah, Chepa the Seducer. He's got great pox and homosexual and... Oh my goodness! His lovers are actually men. Who are also homosexuals. Both of them! Yes. I'm seeing this right. Apparently you can seduce people if you're homosexual, but that's only if someone else is a homosexual. Okay, I could care less about your lifestyle. Mr. What's your dynasty name? Mr. Trpimoric, which was originally Croatian but turned Navarra. I put my crown focus to Zahumia this time. Try to get some more holdings, and all of which will be cities, which will be the rich county of the south. Really don't mind keeping them around. You may never know what you do with them. I mean, yes, that county will definitely fall. We're just gonna have to wait for them to come to our homeland, where most of the fighting is gonna be. And I can't do a thing about it. And they tell me that I'm destined to be a steward. Well, just in case, I'll go for thrift. And it's my Croatian father who is strong. That's going to be raising me. For now, before I decide that I'm going to need another guardian. Depending on how I will act as a child. Cavalry's on the way. I'll accept both of your wars, but I'm not intervening on the Romagonian war. Romandian. What are these words? Romagno. There you go. So let's beat these guys first. At least Divna, the most distinguished commander out of everyone in the Bosnian army. We're gonna structure it just like in the Sicilian War. Split into 2 army groups. Yelena will be the one who's leading. Gee, we got a lot of defenders. Bring Boric with you. And the second army will be led by the Frenchmen. Because ain't no one else available. I mean, I'm not available. I'm too young. So go over there. And the other to Istria. Wherever they may come. Especially, well, Italy is going to be the place they're going to be sieging next. So I guess the Italian front it is. Cavalry first. Well, cavalry's going to have to take care of that host. They got to take care of Ragusa. We see the first big army up there now. Yeah, that area is already fallen. Chase them down. Yelena, Boric, and Radislava. What else do you have? Trickster as well. I mean, you've once stormed the beaches of Malta before. Why would this be any different? We're just going to go up to the mountains and take a river across the county. Hope this doesn't bite my aunt in the... Oh, and she's pregnant too. I'm gonna have another cousin soon. How about that? Taking quite a bit of beating, but he still pulled through. Oh, Boric killed this bishop commander. Alright, good job, Boric. See? He did it, because he's a duelist. He should have not gone up with him. Gone up against him. They left the Italian front. I guess they're probably going to go this way. So, just hold your ground. And find and defeat those raiders. Different Boric. That's the husband of Yelena. And naming him Martinislav. I'm fine with that. That name has some fame these days. Matter of fact, get this out here again, so you can keep track of all. Alright, Ragusa did take the city. And their host has been defeated, so now reunite with the rest of the forces. Make it in a narrow corridor here. Don't send the other army this way. Well, the Emperor's there, but even though you should be on the flank. Well, transfer. Vertical shall lead. Since you're a flanker, you'll be on that flank. And Boric, fresh off from the duel, I guess we'll put you there. And Sardinians are with us, so don't bring the other army yet. Cut them off. Don't let them reinforce. Oh, this keeps getting better and better. This mountain pass of the Corinthian Mountain. The Eastern Alps. Now we gotta save them. Yeah, Yelena's not on a flank because she went on maternity leave. So far, so good. Now, for God's sakes, get out of here. Out of the mountains. We'll figure out the next move. Such as the advance to, Oh, I remember her. She was the original organizer cavalry leader who left to do business for herself, but it didn't turn out well for her. So we're beating the heck out of them, so what's going on over there? Nobody else is declaring war against them, but we are destroying their armies. But their main one is still... Well, they're going to take 3 more holdings before they advance. Well, we're beating them on the Alpine front line. sending Davina and Chepa. I guess Portugal again. All cavalry leaders are just trying to chase them down. I don't know if it's a good idea. But if it gets hairy, send the army. My goodness, they barely beat him. It was not a smart move, but still. At least you have made it out alive. None of you appeared to be injured. No. You're all good. Now just retreat. And I guess we'll start advancing to the Italian front line. I guess you can go down there and defeat those. Where are they now? Around there. That's another thing I should invest on since we have a lot of money. Once this conflict's over, maybe we should up the numbers for the retinue. Risky in terms of reinforcement costs and how much money we would be losing little by little as they are being reinforced. But hey, at least it gives our commander practice. And apparently they lost a battle. Lost against raiders, I assume. But man, if you want to win, you have to retake that holding. Winning in battles isn't going to get you anywhere. And it's kind of risky to go through diseased country. Oh yeah, very, very risky. What do you think, should we send the Navy out and go all the way around and to there? Yeah, we got all these ships. Whoops, rally points to Loca. Yeah, move them over here. These guys, we'll have to stop any advancements. We have to retake Navarra if we wanted to win this thing. Just simply for pride. Yeah, these are all the ships. Oh, okay, you're gonna get them. Now sail all the way around. And I hope none of you get scurvy. And what are you up to? Another trade war. Keep it up. And you're gonna win this thing. I have my faith in you. If you call for me, then I'll send a retinue. Maybe. Push. This way. As I ride through the empty corridors of my castle on my trusty wooded stick horse, we come across my regent, King Mihalville of Serbia, getting some fresh air on the balcony with his turned back against me. Well, I'm trying to think. What's the region like? Slow fever, has cancer. Is he pious? That's the question. He's an Ivakovic. Will he be, nope, he's lost. So, he has cancer and he has slow fever. I'll put him out of his misery. Charge! Oh, and he's wounded and he's mad as hell and likely gonna die. Sorry about that. You're a noble man. You did burn somebody at the stake, though. Link up with us. We have to link up the retinue as well. Together we are stronger. Oh, due to my court intrigue well beyond my present ability to comprehend, my current serving region has been replaced with another. Boric, husband of Yelena. Alright. Can live with that. They turned. Saw them. Nobody else declared war on them. I mean, this would be the opportunity for, oh, I don't know, the Zagorans to try to make a comeback. They did take some of that back. Go with them. Shit! Stop! Stop! Oh, no, no, no. We can't stop. Oh, that means we're gonna meet them first. Crap. Oh, this is gonna be a modern disaster. We're counting on you. Yeah, no, he's back to leading this army. Radislav was with you, and Dimitar. He's strong, he's brave, and he's a Lightfoot leader. And there's a lot of Lightfoot troops, so they need motivation, so he'll do. That's right. My aunt and my father are out there. And this Bosnian woman up there who's lost a hand in battle. I don't recall losing her hand during the Sicilian War, but most certainly this one. I respectfully decline. Can't help you at this time. It's too important now. Just gotta wait for the cavalry retinue to come. And the Sardinians will come too. Meanwhile, on the 16th, they will be on the shores. Battle still ongoing, and a process of landing in Navarra begins. Again, we can't win this war until we retake that county back. Oh, you're the new Serbian king. I guess the old one really died. Here comes the Sardinians. Reinforce. Siege begins. I could see that here. Put Radislava here to speed it up. She's a siege leader. Okay, where are you? They're going to be heading this way, I think. Can't guarantee it, though. But they're going to remain on this side. So get back to port. And we can't really help France. We can't really tell them to form an alliance because we're not closely related anymore. Gee. It's bedtime and I can't find my favorite toy. I have it when I go to sleep. Still haven't picked up a child trade yet. Fussy would get me. Greedy, patient, or paranoid. Okay. I can't sleep without it. It's not the same. I want my toy. Fussy isn't the best trait to have as a child. That would develop into something else, but it's a start. Could have just easily said no to it, but... You know, honestly, sending that Navy out to transport, we could have just there and based on supply limit. Oh, no. I made the right decision. Because of the supply limit reasons. I made the right decision. I thought, you know, going all the way around is kind of, you know, too. Okay, they're not going this way. Intrigue. May never know. Once she gets intrigue and marries this person, may never know if somebody in their court needs assassinating. Or somehow turn it against me. Stand down. The disease in Italy has gone. I guess we can advance. Question is, where? Get close together. We're going to meet them in battle eventually. Oh, they're going to link up. Italy's fighting against them for one. Oh. That's their territory. They wanted it back and they got in their way and they got killed for it. Can't move it yet? No. Stick together. We'll meet them soon. Oh, really? You're possessed? On your line of succession. Whatever. My first kill as Prijezda. They're gonna be moving this way to Pimo. I'm moving his luck. Kill him. Here it is. Wait a minute. Battle. Oh, oh, no. They got together. We were able to retake all the holdings, and now these guys are going to get killed. And it's plain, so they have the numerical advantage. There's no way we can help them. But don't worry, they have a French defender, flanker. He knows what to do. And so does Boric. And I guess Radislav, who just oh, she got hit in the eye, so she lost an eye, which she isn't even wearing an eye patch. Tough girl. Now it's up to 2 defending commanders to... Oh, man. No hope. No hope. No hope. There is hope. Never underestimate. Radislav may have lost her eye. Frenchman is fine. Boric lost a hand in the process. Man. That must be a very tough battle. Wish I was old enough to be there. In all honesty. Oh, meanwhile, we're beating these guys. That's killing 2 stones with 1 bird. Yeah, I had to say that quote again. And we captured a prisoner from there. And no, he's not the guy that either got Radislav's eye or Boric's hand. Or was it him? No, because it would say victory in the duel. Well, we're winning so far. Advance to this area. I guess maybe to... Oh, no. Don't go to Savoy. Down there instead. We just need to take one of their holdings, at least 1 or 2 of them. Then it'll be all over. Cavalry retinue has to move in. Go somewhere where the winter isn't that bad. Normal winter hills. Oh, you got the Sardinians and the retinue to compensate. You know what? Look, we'll meet up. We can beat them over there. You stay there and take the whole beat. Get out of there. Winter's severe. We underestimate the old man Winter. Guess the decisive battle is going to take place there. Or not. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Too many people have died in this war. Mostly by Winter. But we will get a lot of war reparation money in return. They've died enough. Especially since they hired mercenaries, but now they're bankrupt. This claim is lost. Alright, head back home. You have to be disbanded there. You can't hear. Ragusa, Lithuania. Some cocked. Are you in alliance with them? Oh, you're in alliance with both. And who are those guys? Titular Kingdom. Those guys. And didn't know you've been making friends. Good job, Stana. Unfortunately, Venice is winning is because they have Francia, or what's left of them, to back them up. So yeah, we'll consider intervening if we can get back home soon enough. And the sooner I get older, the better. Yeah, going through diseased country, and it's going to make everyone sick there. Nice idea. Speaking of sick, there are diseases in Ragusa and Zahumia. That disease resistance is enough. Holy Roman Ragusan Embargo War. They really want that money back. And fast. They're desperate. But don't worry, Ragusa's got the papacy, Bavaria, Romania, France, and Poznan. That's because you guys are defensive. Yes. But I can't join the defensive pact because, you know, I'm bigger than him. I think. I don't know what I mean by size. I could intervene on their behalf. Yeah, we'll do your little trade post thing. Deal with Venice. Yeah, Ragusa should be thankful for us. Yep, they're getting sick because I know I've realized we're going through diseased country and it's going to kill our commanders eventually. Sorry it had to end this way. But what can you do? I just wanted to get to retinues up and fast. And Romania, apparently their king is excommunicated, which makes them a target of excommunication wars. Ah, and the new mayor of Prijezda, as the old one has since passed, who was the first female mayor that I recall. Yeah, went into Jerusalem. What's going on over there in Jerusalem? A holy war for Cairo. One day, they're going to launch a jihad against you. And if you get killed, and you're getting sick too, I will be ruling Jerusalem, and that means I'm going to inherit your mess too. There'll be uses of having Jerusalem territory, but I don't want to hold it for too long, like it's on a permanent basis. So I will use it for only one thing and one thing only. Contacts with China. The conversion of Kiev and Rus. Kiev and Rus. Apparently they broke off from the Hungarian Muslims, and now these Russians of the Slovensky dynasty now went to Catholicism. Although they still have some of their vassals Muslims. So so it's pretty fragile. I know there's Russian Muslims out there. Same dynasty, so that's a crisis in faith up there for the Slovenskis of Russia. If they ever get themselves together, maybe we could have alliances with them. Bosnian Russian alliance. Imagine that. Oh, nice one. Oh, they lost the prosperity is Ragusa. Not to mention they have the new, no, I was looking wrong. Okay, trade post war is won. But shall we kick the Holy Roman's ass again to help Ragusa out one more time? Sure. We'll do it again. Wait, there's already armies out there, so... You know, some of them's gonna get caught. Stay put. We'll get the rest of you. Where? Yeah, I picked the rally point correctly. So who's the Prince of France? Because they say he was part of that war too. Oh, the Grand Master of the Knights Templar. He's from, well, his holdings are mainly in those areas. And some in Jerusalem, Zagun. Never mind, it's none of their business really. Just get our armies together and we're going to beat them one more time. As I will continue to wait patiently as I grow up to be an adult. I woke up early and found a sealed letter addressed to Dimitar Zelimari. Wonder what it could say. This is my father we're talking about. Well, he's the commander, knowing he's a strong man. I should find out. Could be important. I'm curious. Dimitar, my father, Dimitar, came downstairs just to open a letter. But he wasn't angry with me. He told me it is considered rude to go through other people's belongings. It's probably a boring letter anyway. Got curious. Okay, now go, go, go. The troubledoer. Oh hell, there's a lot of them. And I'm sure they're probably all going to march to Ragusa. Because that's their main target of this embargo war. Not to mention this is a diseased country. The entire Adriatic coast is sick. Including prosperous Zahumia. And the Knights Templar are sticking with us? Okay. Didn't expect that. And so is Schumburg, Bavaria. They're trying to get all the trade posts, which that's one of their targets. Yeah, get on out of here. Actually, hold on. No, it'll be too long, too even. is going to get all of our commanders sick no matter what. We'll just figure out where do we go from here. I just noticed it just now. You're a member of the Independence faction? Then who's backing you? Oh, Italy again. Oh, don't worry, he'll tolerate. That's the city that Ragusa owns. They took it. Although, in theory, we could send a navy and take a quick trip across the Mediterranean into there. I don't think it'll hurt. We have enough ships. I mean, once you're in Zahumia, boom, you're in the ships already. You don't get sick in a day. You'll be fine. This is a taxi service, or whatever, ferry service. I was trying to think of words. And Vertigo got unyielding. It's a good leadership trait to have. Okay, on to the ships. Go the long way around to Genoa. The other army will, oh dear. You know what? Go over there. They're gonna get clobbered. Oh, wherever the hell you guys are going. Alright, we're all here. Move to here. There's so many armies running around. It's like whose flags is this? She's destined to be a fighter, but the trait says otherwise. Fortunately, you're going to be one for diplomacy, because the trait said so. God damn it. Oh hell, I guess the real battle's going to take place there. Yep, everyone's going to be there. Verona's going to be Armageddon of sorts, with the amount of manpower that's going to be poured into this area, including all the allies that'll be there. And there's an epidemic. This is going to be a massive battle. Alright, we're all here. And 30th, yep, everyone is here. That is a massive humanity out there, but only one can win. I wish I was old enough to be there. Holy crap. We've lost nearly 4,500 and 13,000 of theirs. We sure know how to defeat large armies. But unfortunately we can't defeat, you know, sickness. None of us can. So just get out of there. It's no good to nobody. At least try to collect some taxes, because the amount that we just lost could have been far worse. Not to mention it's going to make independence factions likely to pop up if we don't get our act together. So stay there. Don't go anywhere till we found out where they're going to go next. They just want to get rid of Ragusa's trade posts, which there's only about 3 of them. This. Wherever they may advance, we'll be there. Oh, boy. Although I'm not going to back out of this. We have to finish this thing. We're not leaving. And there's no way our retinue can actually beat all 6,000 of them, no. That trade post is occupied as well, so they're going to go for that. Just sit here, wait orders, don't do nothing. Unless they got other promos, but no they don't. They got raider promos, but any more than that. Jep is still out there. Should I really tell them to withdraw and deal with those guys? I mean, if we lose them, we can holy war them. I'm willing to sacrifice that part of the country for Ragusa. Because, you know, I have a soft spot for Ragusa. Love those guys. They pay me a lot of money. They keep the Bosnian economy going. If it weren't for them, then fighting expeditionary wars, which will have to give us a lot of troops, would be discouraging. If it weren't for them. They're taking their trade post again. Is that correct? Or you're doing sieging and you take all these holdings, then you get to the trade post. I see. Get ready to make a move. They're going to be coming down this way. Ragusa, Papacy, and those other guys are going to need help. Very, very soon. Matter of fact, keep track of their movement. Move up, even though some of you guys are going to get sick because of this. Move in, they're not stopping. Yeah. Rector is that new one pointed. There goes another 10,000 of them. Damn this winter. There's no good place except for up there. So we'll start sieging. The Knights of Santiago. This chivalric order owes its name to Santiago Matamoros, or Saint James the Moor Slayer. He is known in the other parts of the world. The Order of Santiago enjoys official sponsorship of the Catholic Church, and its knights have all sworn to purge the entire realm of heathens and heretics, if so requested by a Catholic ruler. Brave warriors of Christ. Oh yes. These are acceptable losses we're taking. Acceptable. The only thing I would not accept is the loss of commanders due to disease. So hold positions. Let them go to there and we'll help them out. Navarra will have intrigue. Heresy is spreading. Milovan has come to get my help. Today we're cutting down some trees. Very hard work, he says. Oh no, that's I don't like that. I mean, yeah, charitable is one thing, but slothful and gluttonous, not good. So, I'll cut down the biggest tree. Why is this place has so low of a supply limit? Move in. Not taking any chances. Hey, why does they shut down the gates? Is there a disease in? No. Blasted. It's not a good time. It seems the golden age of Bosnia is finally over with the passing of Katarina II, or was that the first? Either of those two. Bohemia can handle it. Alright. Hopefully we'll have enough time to deal with these Cathars up there. Gotta get there fast. But you know, judging by disease spread, 30% epidemics resistance. You would think hopefully it would be good enough. Look at that, they're beating him. And I'm sure the rector is rich. Yes, sir. Enemy planning to invade. This guy invading Bosnia. And so he's giving me 2 years warning. Because this Anglo-Saxon here, who's from this area, despite the fact that I thought this area have been suppressed by all the Cathars, but clearly it's those guys. They're still around and have some of the holdings. Thought the Cathars had gotten rid of all of them, but clearly they have not. Charge on them. And we have to rest and wait for, well, I guess this apparent invasion to Bosnia is going to happen. He doesn't have any claims. He's invading. What's up with these heresies popping up? What's wrong with the moral authority? Losing more holy wars? Papal demand refused? And among other things. At least you're not impious or whatnot. There's only one from Bosnia that's in the College of Cardinals. Okay, get together. Lesson learned. Retinues are a bit more... What is this? Increased council power. Sometimes I wish it was independence. One day we're going to get back at the Holy Roman Empire one more time. Great conquest. And I can imagine for Burgundy. Not to take it for myself, but to get it off of them. That's my future plan. I think I do see the use in retinue, so we're going to have some more, even though it's going to be pretty expensive upkeep every time we reinforce such things. 2,000, 25. Oh, 4,500. I don't know if we really need that much. But that'll definitely put a strain on our monthly balance, since now that the it's just cut down by half. Since we disband the rest of the army. So now we're gonna have to wait for those guys. Okay, that is a holy war. And of all things, the Holy Roman Empire calls upon Ragusa for their help. Are you two somehow in with each other? Ragusa and, what's his face? Not an alliance with him, okay. It's just, well, he happens to be on your call. Anyways, I was looking forward to another day of tormenting Onfroy with the name calling me. And kicks when he came up and gives me a sweetmeat. It's a drink there. I could get into diplomacy. Well, I do need to be well liked. I mean, there's revolt forms already. So, thank you. More diplomacy bonus. Now I can just sit here, rest, and wait for this blasted invasion to come. So I'll increase the time skip. At least it's not Ragusa's war where I have to intervene. Fortunately, no, Zahumi is still prosperous. For now. Great Holy War for France! What do you mean that's no concern of ours? That's... Egads! He's become a heretic! Too bad I can't order assassination, but a heretic. Oh, it's that area over there. He's become influenced by it. He's going to be importing that heresy into the mainland. That's terrible. Nobody's going to be helping France. I mean, I wish I could intervene on his behalf, but I can understand why we can never get together. Oh my god. Here, have some money. Drop that revolt right now. Cut it out. There are no known plots, but there are other problems that could happen. Ragusan peasant revolt. What did you do to piss off the populace? Peasant crisis? Furious peasants. It's gotta be epidemic related. Very well. I'll intervene on your behalf. You don't have to call me for it. We just understand what you got yourself into. Well, it says I was destined to be a steward, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. I could or I could, I got pretty good diplomacy. But terrible intrigue. Ah, screw it. Go for diplomacy, and now I'm gonna need a guardian with diplomacy skill. King of Italy. That'll get him more positive, and hopefully he'll back out from that plot. Oh, you're up again. Poland's independent again. Man, everybody's invading that area. They figured Bulgaria's at their weakest. But I'm sure they're going to be wrong about that. Yes, this one was a peasant revolt, and matter of fact, just to demonstrate, this is what we do to heretics. My exact thoughts. Oh my goodness, what the... Well, they do have Britannia to help out France. But again, that's my kinsman who just turned Cathar. And I'm not gonna let him... I can't help him assassinate. Because I'm not an adult. Well, meanwhile, there's going to be an invasion pretty soon. Which, after this invasion, I will close this episode. Because there's going to be 11,000 of these guys, and possibly more. Matter of fact, right now, get everyone together. Because by the time the armies are assembled, we are ready for them. Wherever they may land. Because you know how many months it takes to get everyone here together? I know how things should be done, but I fear others are always trying to sabotage my efforts. I must beware of their envy. No, I'm paranoid. To be fair, I am paranoid these days. Okay, get a new court decision. Huh. My rangers report of a suspected witch living in the outskirts of the realm. They've never been proved that the woman practices sorcery, although the villagers do not trust her. She is willing to put her medical mixology skills to good use in my court, and offers to become my physician in exchange for naught but a small vial of my blood. Most strange offer. Small and I see nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, how about you get betrothed to me? I mean, you're attractive. This may sound like a strange relationship, but I am 12. I mean, you never know if we could have attractive children. So there you go. To the paranoid sneak Prijezda. The tales of your misdeeds are told from Ireland to Cathay. This is a formal declaration of war. Our enemies shall meet on the field of battle. Yeah, Germanic rising, that's what's going on. There's a great holy war for France. There's a big uprising over in Ireland. And France is trying to defend itself along with England's help. I don't know why Pomerania has these holdings in other places, but 24,000, including the event spawn troops that he's put together. He's killed some people, including one who was hanged, drawn, and quartered. Alright, we'll be ready for them, wherever they may land. Call to join the war. Lithuania wants to back me up, but you are a small force. But I accept any help. Sometimes I wish Ragusa would answer my call, but no, they're occupied. Because we beat the Holy Roman Empire so much that it caused revolt, and the Muslims are taking advantage. There they are. Oh, just get some prestige. We got enough money for that. Should have split the armies, but too late now. They're about to land. And there they are, a full force of them. There's another. Surprised my sister's still a member of the Hermetic Society. Excuse me, Aunt. I forgot I'm no longer Katarina II. Spread out. When it said prepared invasion for Bosnia, they mean Kingdom of Bosnia. That means our homeland. Homeland must not fall. That's what it's gonna be. Gotta go to Bulgaria. Made them land the Ragusa. Chase them all the way out of the country if you have to. out of the region. So gotta take to kill all these guys. We got him. That was our old French commander. Or is that someone else? No, that's somebody else. You've lost your Crusader armor. Or did you lose it during a battle? And that means that guy has it. Divna? How dare you lose that armor? Now they have bragging rights. She threw her armor away in battle. The most accomplished commander during the Sicilian Wars. Also, diseases are out there again. Any more you got? France is surprisingly defending itself, and this time they're bringing more friends. Speaking of more friends, or what's little of them left. That's what I was just about to ask. Yeah, go up there. Make it a comeback. I'm sure they're picking up more of their guys over there. Whoever wounded him should be thankful. Thinking about things, I've concluded that everything in the world is not as the priest say it is. Should have gotten shrewd, but again, there's nobody shrewd-minded. Then I'm gonna marry my own court physician, who's attractive once I become an adult. Picked up another trait. Gregarious. How did I get that? Is the Italian gregarious? No? Okay. Oh, here comes more of them. 1,000 of them. There we go. Real numbers. I think that's hopefully their last wave. There, the invasion is over. And what do I get out of this? War reparations, they lose their moral authority, and a lot of prestige for me, and prestige from war contribution. Prestige, prestige, prestige. And there's our retinue, which is nearly full. What kind of... Oh my god, Norway did it. When is the next crusade? Because I think a crusade for Bulgaria is going to be a real thing. Because I am uncomfortable about having neighbors with the Germanics, but there are still Christian vassals in there somewhere. I do not like being neighbors with Norway now. That means they can raid right next door at any given time. Who the heck is that? Never mind it. So, like, I could fight the Holy War against Norway, but of course, not only would we be dealing with their massive numbers and all their vassals, which they're not tribal. Matter of fact, is there any of them that are still considered tribal? Not really. We could fight against them in a holy war to take Bulgaria. Parts of it, anyway. I mean, I've always wanted to expand into Bulgaria. But of course, you're going to go against them. Svetiod right next door. And Sumy. All that and more. But, let's just try to skip the time a bit more. I'll actually close the episode once I turn adult, so that way the real reign will begin. Before I even take any other action. Zahumi always seems to be a defenseless county. But surprisingly, it's still prosperous. But now we have much larger retinue numbers, which they'll take on larger armies now. So we'll just skip the time till I become an adult. That's my bastard niece who has a lisp. I thought you were betrothed to somebody. Clearly you don't have a lover. Oh well, we'll work on that as soon as I become an adult and figure out the rest of the politics and whatnot. You want... Oh, he's a cannibal. So there's a... Clearly he's part of that devil worshipping society. But to me, Byzantines are a potential great enemy, so no. Never an alliance with them. We got bigger problems now. It's about to be a man here. Right now. I finished my education in diplomacy. It is a fascinating subject. Never hate your enemies. It affects your judgment. Underhanded rogue. Yeah. This is ups fertility a little. Hey, put me in the front line. I want to prove myself. I may not have the martial skill, but damn it, I want to start off right. Oh, no, it's not working. Ah. You don't bring a boy, which is me, to do a man and a woman's job. So I'm sorry that a good portion of my men died on the center flank, but we captured a prisoner. And we can banish him, which we will get a huge amount of money. That's the way to end the episode. So, we're gonna do all this and more. And, of course, just got married. Right now. Just married. Put the sign right here. So we'll hopefully see you in the next episode as the reign of Prijezda truly begins. And an era of holy wars will begin again, especially for Bulgaria. Which I'm not sure if we should wait 4 more years for a crusade for Bulgaria, or just screw it and go do it yourself. You have the strength to do it. So we hope to see you next time. Until then, so long for now.